Let's start this video with something very simple. Running at bugs scares them. There. Moving on. Something you should do regularly, each day, that is to look for the golden spot where you can plant some bells. Ideally, you want to plant 10,000 bells because the tree that grows from these bells will give you 3 times the bells back. So planting 10,000 bells gives you 30,000 bells in about, 3 days, I believe? Yep, 3 days, I think. Another thing to keep out for is for the end game, to get KK Slider to your island, you will need for a 4-star rating. And you won't get automatically this method. You need to talk to Isabel and ask her about the rating. And later the very next day, KK will come over to your island and play. He will then come to your island each Saturday and play, actually. And speaking of weekends, we have finally found the piggy that went to market. She is called Daisy May and she sells turnips. You can buy these turnips for different kind of prices depending on the day, or depending on what mood she is in, and you will then be able to sell these turnips at Nook's Cranny for hopefully a bigger price later that week or the week after, during any day. Be sure to check the prices on the turnips both morning and evening, because they change. And speaking of other characters that come to your island, we also have several different characters that come to your islands to sell stuff or to just ask for your help and challenge you and buy stuff generally. For example, we have Sahara. She a camel, or maybe. She sells rugs and wallpapers. Random, so be sure to remember that. We also have a fashion lady, Label. She's the sister of the the clothing shop's sisters. She's the third one, that is. She asks you to put on an outfit that fits a certain theme, so that one's easy. You get a coupon. You get coupons for that you can use in the shop, the clothing shop. Kix, and he's a wolf or fox that sells, I wouldn't say wolf, that sells different bags and shoes. Not that big on him, actually. He's nice enough, but his stuff is not that great to me. Then we have Leif, or however you pronounce his name. He's the flower guy, and he sells you shrubs and flowers of different kinds. And each time he visits your island, he can have different kind of shrubs and flowers for you. So roses, tulips, and so on and so forth. And we also have a bug guy called Fritz. He's a bit of an emo dragon, or emo chameleon, I think he is. And he buys bugs from you. He doesn't tell you to do anything or anything like that. He just asks you to give him bugs. And he pays double the amount that Nook's Cranny does, so it's well worth it to sell bugs to him. And yes, we have a bug guy, we also must have a fish guy. And the fish guy's name is CJ. And he loves his vlog, or whatever that is he has. He loves attention. So he has a challenge for you, actually. Every time or at least the 2 times I have seen him, he have had a challenge for me. The first time it was catching 5 fishes in a row without losing anyone. The second time was capturing 3 large fish in a row. And when you have completed the challenge, he will buy your fish. that you have. And doing these challenges aren't very hard. It just takes a little bit of time to run around and finding fish, maybe. But any fish will do, except for when he asks for specific ones, of course. And he can also make you a sort of a trophy or model of a fish. But you will need to give him 3 of the same kind of fish, like 3 black basses or 3 squids or something like that, and give that to him, and he will make, or his partner will make, a model out of that, which you will get the day after in your mail. I made a squid model and gifted that to my octopus villager. I have a weird sense of humor, but found it funny. Sadly, she didn't have her octopus. I gave her a squid earlier, but she didn't have that one in her apartment anymore. Kind of saddened by that. But speaking, now we've spoken about money for a bit here, and if you're wondering what can I do with all my bells that I earned from this, and when you upgraded Nook's Cranny, it's a good idea to have some bells lying around, because some of these things can cost over 100,000 bells. So it's a good idea to have some bells ready. And one last person that is very special to Animal Crossing is Celeste. She is the sister of the museum curator Blathers. She's a red owl with a bow on her head, and she only comes to your island when a meteor shower is gonna happen on that night. As I understand it, the time for meteor showers starts at 7 p.m. and lasts until 4 or 5 a.m. I think it was 4 a.m. These meteor showers are random occurrences on between these hours, so just stare up in the night sky and wait and wait and wait. I started at right about before 11 p.m. I started watching the night sky at a good spot, I thought, which I could see the whole sky without any bigger problems. At a few minutes after 11, I was still waiting, but at 11:10, my first stars started appearing. I think it was about 4 or 5 of them each time. But at about 11:15, 11:16, I was still waiting for more. And instead of just standing there waiting, I was actually watching the stars and drawing dots between those stars. I mean, you get bored watching a night sky full of stars and not doing anything. And then at 11:19 I was still waiting, and at 11:23 my second shower started coming. I got 5 more there, and of course I should mention that when you see a star you should press the A button, of course. Sorry for forgetting to say that, but press the A button and you will wish upon that star. And you can do this at how many stars there are. Just keep pressing that A button if you see a star in the sky. And at 11:26 I had moved to a different location because I thought, why not? I needed some new stars to start dotting. I mean, you get bored after watching the same stars for a few minutes. And at 11:28 I got my third meteor shower. And this one was exactly the same as the previous one. 5 stars, I wished upon them. And when you wish upon them, they start blinking a little bit, or shine a bit brighter, to show that you wished upon it. And you don't need to see the stars, the full stars. You can theoretically be anywhere on the island to watch and see these stars and wish upon them, as long as you can see them. or see them for a little bit. If they come on behind a tree or a house or something like that, there's no worry. As long as you pressed A, you will still wish upon it. And at 11:41 I was waiting for my fourth one, and I waited for 20 minutes, and at midnight I stopped waiting because I was tired and I didn't want to wait anymore, so I moved on. The next evening I started collecting the star fragments that you get from wishing upon a star. And these star fragments are washed up on your beach, so it's no problem, just run around the beach and you will find bright yellow or white stars, or star fragments. You can also get the star sign fragments, which are relative or related to depending on which month you do this, or which part of the month. For example, I got Gemini now, this time, because, well, it was Gemini that's active during this period. Before that, I got Aries before a few months ago. And you can, with star fragments, you can craft I got two different wands I can craft, and I can also craft a special what's the word? Closet. I can craft a special closet that I got from Celeste. She can give you some DIY recipes. If she didn't give you the first time you talk to her again, and she might just give you one. And moving on from meteors and showers and that, I had a problem, or not a problem, but mostly just annoyance here. I got stuck. I managed to get myself stuck, actually. But don't worry, there's a help service for that on your mobile phone. Just put up the phone and go to the help service, and you will be teleported to a selection of your own, or to a place of your own choice. Your home, the store, or something else. Very handy. A bit weird and terrifying as well. If you listen to their conversation, that is. And other than that, I got nothing else for you this video, except I can't express enough again that take your time with the game. Learn to get to know the game. Just let it go. I shouldn't have said that. Oh well, too late now. Just take it easy. Just let the game flow and do things in your own time when you have time. And just relax. It's a life sim and it's not gonna go anywhere. Well, not anytime soon at least. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye.